Welcome to my YouTube channel Stars. Hey everyone, I'm Tanya Singla. If you didn't yet subscribe my channel, so please do it fast, and for subscription please press on the bell icon. So today's topic of discussion is change in quantity demanded and change in demand. We will study about differences about these, extension of demand and increase in demand. So let's start. What is change in quantity demanded? When other factors remain constant and quantity demanded change due to change in price, it refers to movement along demand curve, or we can say change in quantity demanded. So change in quantity demanded, it is caused due to change in price while other factors remain constant. चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड क्यों होता है? जब प्राइस में चेंज आता है और अदर फैक्टर जो है कांस्टेंट रहते हैं. और चेंज इन डिमांड कब चेंज होती है? जब प्राइस where it is caused due to change in other factor while price remain constant. इसके अंदर तो प्राइस हमारे क्या कहते हैं, चेंज होते रहते हैं, अदर फैक्टर कांस्टेंट होते हैं. इसमें हमारे अदर फैक्टर चेंज होते रहते हैं, प्राइस कांस्टेंट होते हैं. सो चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड आल्सो नोन एज मूवमेंट अलोंग डिमांड कर्व और चेंज इन डिमांड आल्सो नोन एज शिफ्टिंग ऑफ डिमांड कर्व. It is of two types, extension of demand curve and contraction of demand curve. So extension of demand curve क्या है? When quantity demanded increase due to decrease in price, it is a situation of extension, or we can say expansion of quantity demanded. और contraction क्या होता है? When quantity demanded decrease in response to rise in own price of commodity, this is known as contraction of demand curve. It is also of two types, increase in demand and decrease in demand. इंक्रीज इन डिमांड हो गया और डिक्रीज इन डिमांड. उसके बाद हम बात करते हैं स्लोप्स ऑफ चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड एंड चेंज इन डिमांड. चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड में हमने पढ़ा था टू टाइप होता है, एक्सटेंशन होता है और कॉन्ट्रैक्शन होता है. और चेंज इन डिमांड में हमने पढ़ा था इंक्रीज इन डिमांड होता है और डिक्रीज इन डिमांड होता है. सो वी कैन सी व्हेन एक्सटेंशन ऑफ डिमांड और वी कैन से we have quantity demanded on x-axis and price on y-axis. When demand is increases, it extend, and demand falls, it contraction of demand. This is known as extension of demand curve, and this is known as contraction of demand curve. So I hope it is clear. Now we will study increase in demand and decrease in demand. This is DD is a demand curve. Fine. This is extension, or we can say this is known as increase in demand curve. When demand curve shift rightward, it known as increase in demand curve. And when demand curve shift from left hand side, it is decrease in demand curve. So this is increase in demand curve, and this is decrease in demand curve, and this is extension of demand curve, and this is contraction of demand curve. So in this other factor remain constant, and in this price remain constant. So this is a basic difference between change in quantity demanded and change in demand, which is very easy and very simple. I hope it is clear to you. Now, extension of demand and increase in demand. Extension of demand and increase in demand. Let's start. What is extension of demand? It is caused by change in on price. एक्सटेंशन ऑफ डिमांड क्यों होते हैं? हमने पीछे डायग्राम में देखा एक्सटेंशन कैसे होती है, ऐसे. एक्सटेंशन ऑफ डिमांड कर्व caused by change in on price, और इंक्रीज इन डिमांड कब होती है? इट इज caused due to change in other factor while price remain constant. It is a part of change in quantity demanded or movement along demand curve. It is a part of change in demand or shifting of demand curve. So this is the diagram. DD is the demand curve, x-axis and y-axis. This is known as extension of demand curve, and this is known as increase in demand curve. When DD is a demand curve and it shifts from rightward. So in this other factor remain constant, and in this price remain constant. Thanks for watching video. I hope मुझे ये कहने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आप मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें. अगर आपने पहले कर लिया तो आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. अगर आपने नहीं करा तो प्लीज आप उसे सब्सक्राइब करें और लाइक करें.